Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Maria Shuklina. My role is I'm a project controls manager, and my responsibilities are to look after planning, cost control and document control on projects, on all phases of projects, starting from pre-feed and finishing at commissioning stage. Now, as far as the presentation experience, I've had a very limited one. At one point, I was working on a job site in the Sahara Desert, and I was looking after planning of the whole site. And on a weekly basis, I had to present project status to a huge crowd of people, namely men. And to me, that was the most dreadful experience, which I was never looking forward to. But that's only one part of the presentation. It was easy, at least, to talk about things, because I didn't have to prepare much. What I've never had an experience in is preparing a presentation, structuring it, thinking through what I'm going to be talking about. Zero experience. So my goal is, from this training course, is most of all to get rid of the fear I have about the presentations in general, because I just don't like talking in front of the crowd when I don't want to. But if you ask me when I feel like talking, I can talk for so no problem. And as far as the presentation style, I'd like to be natural, lucid, assertive and up to the point.
Okay, thanks for that. Just clarify your goals again for me, Maria. What do you want to get out of today?
I'd like to get rid of the fear of having to do a presentation.
Okay,
the rest I think is easy.
All right, okay, well done, let's thank Maria.
I nearly missed my flight from Moscow to London a month ago. This is what happens. I come to check in and have huge luggage overweight. I need to pay. No money, no boarding pass. Okay, I go to pay, give them the card, transaction declined. I give them my Royal Bank of Scotland debit card, transaction declined. I say, no, this can't be, please try again. Try again, declined. Okay, let's try my credit card, Royal Bank of Scotland, transaction declined. I tried it many times. I went to cash line, declined, and then finally both cards are just blocked. I have no money. What to do? I go to the information bureau at the airport. I tell them, please help me. I can't miss the flight. I'm going to be late for Forsterwillen for work on Monday. Okay, they tell me, go around to another terminal. There's a bank there that maybe they'll help. I go there, try again, nothing, no success. And all of a sudden it dawns on me, only because someone in the queue mentions that, that we could use old savings account book. I don't know if any of you have ever seen or tried them. Those old books, they are paper, they're no electronics. And I'm like, yes, that's it. I've got my husband's book. I go there and I have the power of attorney, and they give me the money, plenty of money, I pay, and at the very last moment I get on the flight. I was saved only because there was something that wasn't electronic.
Wow, well done. Well done.
Banking. What electronic card, electronic plastic card, or old paper savings book? What would you choose? Now, I nearly missed a flight from Moscow to London. I have this large luggage overweight. I need to pay. I go to the bank. I give them my Royal Bank of Scotland card. Transaction declined. Okay? I give them my Royal Bank of Scotland credit card. Transaction declined. And I'm shocked. I say, this can't be. I've got plenty of money on both cards. Please try again. They try again, I try again. Both cards ended up blocked, entirely blocked. I have to go to a different terminal, queue in the bank, and I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. I'm nearly missing my flight. And only because someone in the queue mentioned the paper savings book. I thought to myself, hang on a second, I've got one, my husband's old book. I produced it in the bank, they give me the money, I'm on the flight. Moral of the story is, just in case, always keep a copy of your old paper savings book in your pocket.
Yes, well done. Stay there. All we want you to do is to give us that point again, but make eye contact with everyone rather than just this side of the room.
Well, they don't have this kind of book anymore, so what's the point?
No, it's not. So it's great advice. So
the bottom line is, just in case, always keep the old paper savings account book in your pocket.
yes. Well done, Mary.
Now, do you have your favorite USB memory cards, your favorite CDs, your favorite DVDs that you can't live without?
Yes.
I have them, so you tell me, why can't I not use them at work, in the office? Why on earth was
Yes. Yes.
do not allow us to use these devices at work, as if treating us as if we're kids? Why can't I not bring the materials from my previous work, from my previous company, and use my achievements, templates, whatever, in the office here? Why can't I not use internet? Why can I not check my private email now and again when I need it during the day? Why can I not use the music I like, even if I can do work, but the work is not demanding, sometimes just crunching in the numbers, so I can listen to music in the meantime? I say, Forster will stop treating us like kids. We are adult professionals.
Yes.
If we are crap at what we do, we will be crap whether we use your machines, devices or not. If we are professionals, nothing can stop us from being good at work.
Yes. Well done.
Not to leave this room. Hello. Let me ask you a question. Do you know how many people work in Forster Wheeler Reading offices?
1,500.
1,500, that's about right. Do you think those 1,500 people can get on one cruise liner? Yeah. You think they'll fit in? Well, I have this idea that what this company needs is to take all these people and get them on a cruise liner and sail away for a week or so. Let's have a team building party, a real one, not by your little project, not in your little department, but the whole company. Let's spend a good time the whole week without sticking to only your department or your little project team. But let's mix together, let's meet the top managers, there should be no exceptions, everyone should be on that cruise liner, starting from a junior document controller, finishing a chief executive officer of the company. I believe that trip should be well pre-planned, so we have a program, events, and that very right vertical mixing, so people don't stick in small groups but interact. I believe that upon such a week of spending the whole company together, we'll get to know each other much better and we'll be much stronger and better as a company. Let's sail in one direction.
Yes.
Now, I'll be willing to answer your questions. Who has the first question? Yes.
What would happen if you get seasick?
Thank you for the question. As I said, I think there should be a lot of pre-planning and
Eye contact here, Maria.
there should be a lot of pre-planning, and which should include buying a lot of seasickness pills. Does that answer your question? Who has the next question? Yes.
I know the idea behind your presentation is for us to have a wider forum where you meet with everybody. But have you considered there's some persons that get lost in the crowd? and you're talking about not just the department or the project team now, how do you regulate or how do you ensure that I relate with people outside my team or my department? How did you get to know? Because I could just go there and end up interacting with only the familiar faces I already know and not with every other person. So at the end of the day, the purpose of this idea will not be achieved.
Thank you for the question. Once again, the main idea here is that this event, which will no doubt cost a lot of money, should be very carefully pre-planned, and therefore the measures should be planned how to make sure that to keep all the people entertained and engaged. There should be activities planned, there should be a program, and therefore I believe it is possible to make sure that there's a high percentage of the people who get on the liner are engaged in all activities, and if that percentage is 90% is good enough, we still come out as a better company in the end of the day. Does that answer your question?
Yes. Thank you.
And now who has the final question?
You say it's going to cost a lot of money by your own statement. How do you measure the benefit to the company with regard to that amount of expenditure?
Thank you very much for the question. When considering this idea, we have reviewed a lot of questionnaires filled in by the company employees, and the general feeling and feedback that we have received is that people do not socialize with each other enough, plus people do not spend enough time with their subordinates and with the top management of the company, and the obvious therefore benefit of spending all this money is to bring people together and let them meet on all levels. I hope, does that answer your question?
No, it doesn't answer the question. So the question was, how do we measure it? How do we measure a benefit? How do we show, if you like, a gain?
Well, thank you for clarifying the question, and we believe what we are going to do, at the moment it is just an idea, but that idea is going to be supported by a business plan, and in that plan we will present the board of directors whom we want to convince with this, to go ahead with this idea of financial benefits in numbers and figures, which at the moment we do not have, but we're working on them. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Good, well done, well done. Final close.
And as a company, I believe we need to meet each other and we need to feel we sail in the same direction. Let's get on a cruise liner and sail away for a week.
Well done.